Hi, I'm Catherine from The Health Conscious Chef. Welcome.
Okay.
Today we're going to be doing some seasonal dishes that are very health supportive and high energy foods from the vegetarian world. We're first going to start with cranberry quinoa. And if anybody doesn't know about quinoa, it's an ancient grain that's gotten a lot of attention lately because it's a high profile grain and a low glycemic grain. So we're going to prepare it every time you prepare quinoa, it must be washed. So we're going to wash our quinoa. And by the way, when you're cooking at home and you need to be multitasking, which most of us are doing, we're going to do a few things at one time today. And I'm going to show you how easy that is. So we're just going to rinse the quinoa. And quinoa is pretty basic. It's just 1 part grain to 2 parts water. And we're going to get the water boiling. No salt. And it's really like magic. It's going to be ready in about 23 minutes. It's going to be very fluffy. And then we're going to add all these gorgeous foods that you see on my table to it. So we're going to go over to the stove. Okay, we finished washing and straining the quinoa. And you do need one of these very thin mesh strainers because quinoa will slip through a regular strainer. And it's really a no-brainer. It's going to be ready in about 23 minutes. Lower the heat on simmer. That's all you have to do. And by the way, you can cook quinoa in vegetable broth. It makes a very rich, savory quinoa. Okay, I think our quinoa is done. And it is very perfect. And I'm just going to fluff it up. You can see how easily that fluffs up. And if ever you're working with a grain and you don't think it's ready, you could always just put a linen cloth over it like this. Of course, take it over your heat. And in a minute or two, it's going to be perfectly fluffy. The linen's going to absorb any moisture that's there. Okay, now that the grain is cooled and very fluffy, I'm going to add it to the same bowl I'm going to be serving it in. And I'm just going to sort of spread it to the sides of the bowl. That's going to air it out and cool it. You can see the steam still coming up. And you need for it to be cool to work with anything else that you're going to put in it, just so it remains fluffy. If you don't, it'll be sort of soggy, and we want it to be a beautiful, fluffy dish. Okay, so our quinoa has cooled in the bowl, and it's nice and fluffy, just as I'd hoped it would be. And we're ready to add our ingredients. Now, today I'm using the magic bullet because I think that everybody needs a little help because we're all multitasking so much. Just adding a little olive oil is my dressing, a little olive oil. We're adding some fresh lime, which I'm out of, so I'm going to substitute it for lemon today. These are a must in your kitchen. I'm going to put my cilantro right in with my magic bullet so I don't have to chop, making it very easy for myself. And today I found myself out of lemongrass, so I'm going to substitute with some scallions. And I can roughly chop these because they're going in also. And I'm just adding a mere tablespoon of honey because the cranberries are going to give this salad a real sweetness. And as easy as 1, 2, 3, our dressing will be emulsified. Give it a little shake. And there we go. Going to add our cranberries. Nice minty green color. Going to add some cranberries by eye. And today I'm going to add some toasted pecans just because I'm going to give this salad another crunch. And I'm lightly chopping them. And I'm going to just add a little more scallion on the top, nice and fresh garnish. And how about, okay, well, I'm going to have a little fun with this salad today. I'm going to add a little water to some cranberries. Put them in my magic bullet for a minute because I just want my salad to be a little brighter and have that intense cranberry sweetness. Cranberries are a fat flusher. So, very good for the waistline and full of phytochemicals and phytonutrients. And there you go. A nice color to my fluffy quinoa. And I think I'm going to add some more cilantro on top. And we're not even going to chop this. We're just going to add leaves of cilantro. Fresh cilantro. Very, very healthy fresh herb. I'm Catherine, and that's my cranberry quinoa salad topped with roasted pecans. Enjoy.